Hey, what's up, y'all? I wanted to talk a bit about international basketball and building a career for yourself as a hooper. Um, there's this very American way of thinking where it's NBA or bust, or we do Division 1 basketball or bust, and if you don't make that, you're a failure. And that's simply not true. The globalization of basketball means that other countries have evolved and created systems where there's tiers, there's leagues, there's something always going on. For example, I played semi-pro ball in China with guys from the CBA. Not in the actual CBA, but we would play tournaments. I got paid to hoop in my 20s in China, traveling. We had sponsors, we had jerseys, and I'm sharing this experience because this is low-level stuff. Like, it wasn't my intention to be a full-time basketball player, and I probably didn't really have what it takes to be professional, but my teammates from Tech are still playing. They're in their mid-30s and playing in Turkey and Greece, the Philippines, China, South America, all over. And just because you might not be, 6'8", with crazy handle and have a projection toward the NBA, doesn't mean that it's not worth it to explore going a different route. And that starts with, that starts in high school, planning a path. What do you really want to do? Do you want to commit this? You want to commit yourself to playing basketball professionally? Because if you do, and you work hard enough for it, just like anything else, it's entirely possible. I'm 5'8", maybe, and there were leagues for me when I lived in Spain, in China as well. We don't have that balanced of a system here in America because America is backwards in a lot of regards. But in Spain, I was playing for, it was a mid-tier team called Balaguer, which was a level below the FC Barcelona team, which I thought I was good enough to try out for. So I tried out for their B team. Actually, a friend of mine, while I was living in Spain, hooked me up and took me to an actual tryout with the coach at their arena. And I thought I was going to go in there and show out. My confidence was super high, and I thought just because I was an American that they weren't going to be able to hold me. Well, these dudes whooped my tail up and down the court. It was pretty embarrassing, to be honest, but what it showed me was that, there's competition and there's levels internationally, at least, where, you can do this for your career. The guys I played with at college at Tech were obviously super talented. I'm not joking. 90% of them are playing or have played international ball and made enough to live off. You could also do, maybe if you're not as big as some guys, if you're like me, you can do semi-pro where, you play and travel, but you still have a job, maybe teaching English or whatever. The point of this is to tell you that it's not some fever dream to want to play the sport you love after high school, or after college. And I'm telling you that it is possible, but you have to put in the work, and the work doesn't just mean on the court. It means building relationships, researching, talking to people. And once you do that, if you create relationships and go places and meet with people, your name starts to get out there and circulate, and that creates opportunities for you for a tryout, or someone sees your film. And I think that really ties into what a lot of you kids are going through in high school, which is, how are you going to stand out? If you're not one of the top 10 guys in the state, what are you going to do to make a coach or a scout see your film or look at you and think he's got potential or he's different? And it's more than just throwing a beat on a couple of your clips and sharing it on Twitter. You have to personalize it. You have to talk to people. You have to engage. And that's all part of the job these days, and it's all up to you. It takes a crap ton of work, not to mention what you have to do on the court. But to separate yourself and to step into that echelon where you can create a path forward for you to play basketball into your 30s, make money from it, travel, see the world, which could in itself set up opportunities for you to continue after your body wears down, you can't play anymore, and you go into coaching, scouting, being with an organization, a franchise, whatever. I just wanted to clear that up and say that, especially in Louisiana, we have this notion that you play basketball through high school and you're either good enough to go to college or you're not, and then it stops. Through college and you're good enough to go to the NBA or the G League, and then it stops, and that's not the case. So right now is a good tryout for what it's going to take at the next level. Building your brand, creating relationships so that you can get looks and get into college, which will propel you into a position where potentially you can have a career playing basketball. It's totally possible. Feel free to hit me up for questions. Just wanted to share that with y'all this morning. It's on my mind. Peace.